But there were no fireworks, not even a little firecracker. Microdon was there, and her coverage of the official ceremony starts with the address by Prime Minister Dean Barrow.
With very little ado, just a traditional establishing of protocol, Prime Minister Dean Barrow started off with the most pressing issues facing the nation today: the settlement of the long-prolonged litigation over the nationalizations of BL and BTL. According to the Prime Minister, all Belizeans should laud the outcome of what he called a second sovereignty campaign. And to sweeten what government says is a sweet victory,
let me announce right away that government will be offering an additional 10% of the shareholding in both companies to the Belizean public. In the case of BEL, it will mean a seat on the board for the small shareholders, and in the case of BTL, it will mean a second seat for those small shareholders. Altogether then, this will give a chance for citizens to help run the nationalized entities. And perhaps even more important, for them to share in the profits that both companies are making and will continue to make. We therefore think it meet and right that all Belizeans embrace the second coming.
That second coming has cost Belizeans $75 million for BEL and $162 million for BTL. Where BTL is concerned, there is still a pending arbitration ruling on share value, meaning that Belizeans may have to pay more, much more. Still, the Prime Minister is optimistic and upbeat.
Our economy is doing well. The great growth of the first quarter was succeeded by a small contraction in the second, due to some difficulties with commodities, and in particular, the huge resource decline in oil. But grains will recover from drought, as the inundations yesterday and today make clear. Shrimp will recover from disease, and citrus will recover from the market conditions that saw a temporary fall in price. Meantime, we're still at 2.7% in GDP year-over-year increase. Inflation is just about the lowest in the region, and unemployment is significantly down.
Of course, where the drought is concerned, it's not as simple as 2 days of rain fixing that problem. Belize is currently looking at a tentative loss of $28 million, and 2 days of rain won't bring back those crops. But there is good news for the employees of the KHMH and good news for those who owe government for health services. The Prime Minister confirmed that KHMH staff will be getting a salary increase, while debts will be written off across the board.
We will therefore treat it as a buyout of the debt owed by the consumers, the Belizean public, to the KHMH. As of your year-end 2014, that total in unpaid bills owed to the KHMH by the public amounted to around $9 million. Of course, in trading off these bills, in forgiving these bills now, we won't be giving KHMH back dollar for dollar. We will, though, pay them enough to do two things. The first is to fund the salary increase, which is expected to cost about $2 million. And the second is to assist with the residual costs for the new state-of-the-art pediatric intensive care, neonatal intensive care unit. That is to be opened next month. This write-off to the public of $9 million in their unpaid KHMH bills, which the collection agency hired by the KHMH will now no longer be hounding anyone for, is this year's Independence Day gift to the people from the government of Belize. For the sake of completeness and to make that gift even greater, We will also forgive all monies currently owing by patients at the government hospitals throughout the country.
The tourism sector, where infrastructure is concerned, will also get some much-needed attention, including the paving of the road to Lamanai, the paving of the road to Caracol, and the new international airport for San Pedro.
When this next phase is completed, we will sign for the last few miles to take us to the Basil Jones airstrip, which we will redevelop, redesign, and expand into an international airport. I'm also happy to announce that Basil Jones will be renamed the Efrain Guerrero International Airport in honor of the eponymous, recently deceased San Pedro patriot. With this, we expect a phenomenal new opening up, a veritable tourism explosion in Ambergris Key, which is, of course, already our market leader.
Mike Rodon for News 5.
In case you're wondering, the Prime Minister did not announce a date for general elections, though many believe